सत्य को झूठ और झूठ को सत्य करना ऑरोविल इंस्टीट्यूशन के लिए बाएं हाथ का खेल है। ऑरोविल को कहते हैं सिटी ऑफ ट्रूथ, यानी सच्चाई की शहर। लेकिन यहाँ पे तो सिर्फ अंधेर ही अंधेर है। इस अंधेरे को ही उजाला देने के लिए मैंने बहुत से RTI एप्लीकेशन किए थे, लेकिन कहते हैं ना, यहाँ पर सवाल करते जाओ लेकिन जवाब कभी नहीं मिलेगा।
RTI से प्राप्त जानकारी को आप और हम मिलकर साझा कर सकते हैं, जिससे सच्चाई सामने आती है। ये न केवल हमें जागरूक बनाता है, बल्कि सरकार को भी जवाबदेह बनाता है। सूचना का अधिकार हमें सच्चाई की यात्रा पर ले जाता है। RTI के माध्यम से हम सभी एक सशक्त और पारदर्शी समाज की ओर कदम बढ़ा सकते हैं। धन्यवाद।
Hey folks, welcome to another episode of the Auroville Files. Well, the Right to Information Act was made in 2005 and it empowers the citizen to ask any question to the government. Auroville lies in the territorial jurisdiction of India, although when it comes to various other laws and even application of the Right to Information Act, Auroville, seems to be a very secret human experiment. It has been seen for decades that the Auroville institution does not give proper replies to RTIs. This was documented by various social activists in the past as well. My method of investigation was that first I garner the evidences for the questions. Then I ask the AurovilleFoundation the questions to check their transparency. Auroville is a Government of India project and falls under the Department of Higher Education, Ministry of Education. Although it feels that it is an autonomous body and has self-governance, and as such, even RTI replies are not given by the Auroville Foundation, that is the government body, but it is by the working groups. So since 2018 till now, I've sent approximately 58 RTIs related to Auroville matters. The previous governing board also made an inquiry committee which recommended CBI, Enforcement Directorate, NCB, NIA, and IT investigations into the land and economic nexus of Auroville. Auroville Foundation decided to change the administration and new members were appointed in the working groups. But these working groups also are continuing the same corruption which was done by the previous groups and also evading disclosure of information through RTI. So the recent RTI which I am referring to was replied to by Auroville Land Board, not by the Auroville Foundation. Nonetheless, the numbers in the letterhead were not reachable and were out of service. So I had to contact the undersigned Rajvelu on his cell phone. I do not record everybody's conversations, but this was a special case. And I'd already informed key figures of Auroville that I would make this phone call and better governance. So without further ado, let's play that phone recording so that the public understands what is really happening in Auroville.
Hello, is this Rajvelu Kuppuswamy?
Yes.
Yeah, hi, this is Vikram Ramakrishnan. You remember the RTI on Chandrasekhar?
Yes.
Yeah, so I wanted to just explain to you, you understood the RTI or not?
What is it, yes?
Did you understand the RTI?
Yeah.
So why don't you just give me the details of Chandrasekhar case especially? Only the cases that you have exchanged the lands with some other lands, and what are the survey details and the land value of those land parcels only. Okay, so that is what I've asked for. You are saying that I'm asking for everything and then it's too exhaustive and resourceful. So I think, and see, I tried to call the land board landline, but then the letterhead, the numbers are not true. So I think you can revoke this and send it back only on Chandrasekhar case. Can you do this without me going to second appeal and other things? No?
Okay, I'll see what I can do because this has been prepared by the legal team from our foundation. So if you are the land board members, you are just...
No, but whatever legal team, whoever it is, maybe and all that, they don't know law, no? See, when a person on RTI is crystal clear in English, is asking for one specific detail, why beat around the bush? You understand, right? For Rajavelu, 7 years, this thing has not been replied to me. So there should be no problem in replying this. No?
Okay. I'll just check your request, mate. So that's all I can do now. Yeah, as you know that AurovilleFoundation is leading now, so they're the one who are responsible to provide you all the information. So it's this information is given you by that as a team, as a legal team, and then AurovilleFoundation and the land board all together. So it's not my personal input and all. So you can understand that.
No, I understand Auroville's way of functioning. It's not my thing. It's a group. It's the previous group, not me. I'm asking you questions of the previous land board, and you're giving me details of the current land board. You understand? I have nothing to do with what you guys are doing now. Last time Ranjit and all these Kanyapan and all those were there, and they were the ones who did the dealing, right?
Okay.
So I'm just asking you details of that. And see, and one more thing, Rajavelu, is land board has sent me the reply, not foundation. Okay. So actually you guys are public officers now. So you guys have to reply to RTI properly. So just a kind request. See, I'm speaking very nicely only. If by afternoon or by evening you all can revoke that and just give me the details which I needed, Chandrasekhar.
Okay, I'll just take a request and then share it with the team, and then we'll see what we can do. That's all I can reply right now. As you know, that this is not a personal or input from my side. It's nothing to do with that like that. It's a kind of a foundation work, and we are just assisting them. And obviously, land board is under that AurovilleFoundation. AurovilleFoundation is a top leading,
No, but then AurovilleFoundation and OSD should have replied. Why is land board replying?
Okay, because it is part of foundation, no. So land is followed by land board, and obviously it is under that foundation. That's what we are requested to.
Which means then you guys are public officers. But anyway, forget all this. All I'm saying is, see, very simple, Rajavelu. All I'm asking is Chandrasekhar case. You all cannot deny
case detail. Okay, I get your point.
And really, genuinely, I'm telling you, see, it's like they are doing like school children. You all cannot deny this. It's the thing I'm asking, give me details of Chandrasekhar. There is no necessity to hide it also.
Okay, I get your point. So
you speak to them, because then this Chandrasekhar case, you know how close it is to me. I will. I'll have to take.
You are involved in that case.
So why do you guys want to get involved? I am not asking you all details of that case. Just give me the details. You all cannot deny that. Okay. Anyway, you all see it, right?
I understand, and I'll take your request and then share with them, and then we will reply you through email or whatever thing that is right. Yeah.
Okay. Thanks.
Okay. Bye.
So for so many decades, all these corruption has never come out in the public domain because the Right to Information Act has not been embodied in letter and spirit. So after the Enquiry Committee report of 2019, various characters in Auroville went around trying to cover up this public inquiry into Auroville Land and Economic Nexus. Since 2019 till around 2022 or 2023, they have been covering up the entire Enquiry Committee report. And at stages of cover-up, stages of any criminal activity which occurred in Auroville, I sent an RTI. Now in 2023, they have responded to various RTIs dating from 2018, and I'm really appreciative that the new AurovilleFoundation has done so. Although the answers of these 58 RTIs were still evasive, and they've even given answers like cannot be answered due to a technical glitch or invasion of privacy, and giving evasive answers. With the new criminal laws in place, a phone recording may also be considered as a primary evidence. And this phone recording was very necessary for the public to know and for the government officers to know how Auroville is withholding information of corruption through a porous RTI circus, which they have engineered. I had also approached the Central Information Commission, which is the apex body of the Right to Information Act. And I had filed a second appeal, and the decision also admonished the public officer for not giving proper replies. After that, till now, I have not been getting proper replies. I mean, I've lost weight, I've become thin, my hair has become white, and I also withhold all the evidences for the questions that I've asked. Still, Auroville Foundation continues to evade these questions, which are public in nature. Auroville is a Government of India project. By saying that it is a Government of India project is why you have changed the management. Now, if the same pervasive, corrupted behavior continues without transparency, and 30, 40 people who are running Auroville, who are instigating the protesters and also putting blockages to the government offices, why is Auroville Foundation giving such replies to protect such land and economic offenders? So I filed a second appeal for the RTI, which is in question, and I've also attached 58 other RTIs, which is the method of my investigation into Auroville Files. Now, if you go through the questions of each of the RTI and the replies which are given by the Auroville Foundation and correlate with all the other information which is available in the Auroville Files, I think the entire story and the picture would be right in front of your eyes. I love Auroville, and all that I've done for so many years is for the betterment of the project, is so that the government takes some action, so that the government removes these 30, 40 land and economic offenders who have created an impenetrable nexus in the name of spirituality and self-governance under a UNESCO project, under Government of India. So it is my kind request to the government, don't make a citizen run pillar to post for simple questions and queries. And I sincerely hope that this video and this message reaches the proper government officials to see what is happening in Auroville in the name of a spiritual experiment. And I humbly pray that the enquiry committee report, which was submitted to the Ministry of Education in September 2019, is investigated, and all my research from the enquiry committee report till its cover-up till date is investigated properly and thoroughly by the central agencies. Because only through transparency, only through criminal investigation and removing these 30, 40 people will Auroville really blossom. Otherwise, it will be just a bunch of cult of sheep and shepherds who go for pizzas and who go for potlucks, so that, there is this feel of a cultish anti-government, anti-law movement, where law and RTI does not apply and corruption is the way of life. It seems like in Auroville, which calls itself the city of truth, there is nothing but darkness, falsehood, lies, and everyone is huddling together and calling itself so beautiful and flowery, while on the other hand, they are just hiding all their dirty affairs. So that's it, folks. This is VikramRam from the Auroville Files. I've done so many videos, and I humbly request that, please do your duties. That is all. Thank you.